Larry Herb.
Hello, Coliseum. Great to see everybody here today. Hope you're in here to learn about the brand new wireless controller, Elite Series 2. You got some great stuff for you. We announced it earlier this week on Sunday during the Xbox briefing. How many made it to the Xbox briefing? All right, you guys are in there. This was the other big talk of the show other than Keanu. And it's a great controller. And on stage today, I'm thrilled to have one of the designers and one of the program managers join us. But for those of you that did not join us, or maybe you're like, you wandered in here because it was a nice, cool space, and you're not actually sure why you're here, I want to play this video. This is our reveal video that we showed on Sunday. So let's go ahead and roll the video right now, and I'll bring my guests out, and we'll get into it. Here we go. There we go, Elite Series 2 wireless controller, available for reorder right now. Joining me on the stage, my very special guests. Why don't you guys introduce yourself? We'll start here with you, David.
David Prine. I am the PM hardware director at Xbox.
So, could you sex it up a little bit?
A little bit.
Just so you don't know, PM stands for project manager. So that's what that stands for. But you're really responsible for conceiving the project and seeing it through to shipping. Now, I want to point out, David actually was also responsible for the first Elite, right?
Correct.
So thank you for that. So, and then over here we have
Elliot Su. I am a hardware designer at Microsoft and working on Xbox products.
So the first question we're going to try to ask is, like, Elliot, how do you guys work together? And tell us a little bit about the working relationship.
Constant conflict.
Constant conflict. So it's always just throwing stuff at each other, right?
Everything I want to do, he doesn't want to do, and everything he wants to do.
No, I mean, well, to be honest, it's actually a very collaborative effort.
Right.
Across, the program managers managing across the board, everything from the business to the engineering. We are working on usability, the aesthetics, the design, what it means to, design this product for gamers.
Now, David, you were involved with the first. Do we call it the Elite Series 1 now? What are we calling it? Because since this is
You're
2.
the first to ask me.
Right?
I guess officially it is the Series 1.
You heard it
The
here
OG?
first.
I don't
The
know.
OG. So let's talk about the Elite Series 1, or excuse me, the Elite Series 2, and just quickly some of the new features. And we have some of them up here on screen.
You want to go through some of the tables?
So go ahead and go through those if you would.
And first, you want to go? I can't even see them from here, but
Got it. So we've got the new internal bumper design. We've got Bluetooth on board here. We've got adjustable tension sensors. We'll go all through these in just a minute. We've got new thumbstick shapes and 3 customizable onboard profiles. David, I want to talk about what you decided to do when this program was moving forward. You shipped the Elite controller, which you sold a lot. We sold a lot of those controllers, didn't we?
a lot more than we thought.
A lot more than we thought. And when you said, hey, we need to update this and build a new one, what were some of the ideas that you had going into it that ultimately ended up here? I mean, tell us about that and why.
So after we launched it, and the design team and the program management team, we got together and we kind of created this new space of the Elite. we knew it would be a big hit. I don't think we knew how big of a hit. I mean, you more than anyone got all the press of why are we sold out constantly, these kinds of things. So we knew we had something, and we knew we had to keep going further and further, and we wanted to do more. So actually, as soon as it launched, we were immediately in the field. We spent the 6 months probably in 4 different countries and 15 different cities, doing nothing but people going to people's houses, working with them exactly what was working, what wasn't working, and what else would they like to see.
Why? I mean, that's interesting. So you kind of did this. You kind of went out there and were trying to collect this information as like almost like social scientists. What did you learn?
It was crazy. Some really big things we learned were play styles.
Sure.
When we had designed controllers in the past, we tried to purposely find something that was ergonomically perfect with the ID team to kind of work with every grip.
Sure.
But with the Elite style, what we found is when we went to the 1%ers and the 5%ers, people that were using them for very specific titles, very specific types of gaming, grips were a lot like languages. They were completely different ones. So you'd have a crab claw or
So what do we see? We
claw.
actually see a couple of pictures of on screen here.
Right. So you have a traditional grip where you're holding it more with your triggers, like on the one side, and the other one would be more like a claw grip. Especially in some of our like Gears community, you'll find that very popular. So
What is the difference? What is the claw? Is that just the way they hold it, or is it in terms of what do they get from it? They get better precision, speed?
The biggest thing is without using paddles, in order to press down, use your thumbstick, and hit a button and a trigger at the same time,
Got it.
You had to have a way that you can actually hit a button and your down press at the same time, versus traditional style is much more you take your thumb off of the thumbstick to press the button.
Right.
But if you have to do them simultaneously, you always would miss it, or like on a drop shot.
Yeah.
So we found the paddles were really a big help, but what we
On the
found was
underside here.
we found that during a lot of the research on the Series 1, but for Series 2 we found, oh my gosh, there's even more grips than we thought, because even if someone just has a traditional grip, we found that there was way over and way under.
Okay.
So a lot of people, like a great analogy is like a golf club. There's a lot of people that do it open and closed.
Sure.
And the same thing. So we're like, oh, well, we need to redesign this a little better where having the more grip on the side in your palms lets you actually have a tighter or looser grip on the current ones.
Got it. No, I'm always fascinated because the fact that you travel the world and that much like languages, the grip is a little different, and you know, from region to region. Were there any commonalities or consistencies that you learned as you're going through this?
We definitely found that certain game styles was much more common. We found in the Halo community and the Gears community, we found much more claw in the Gears community. In the Halo community, we found much more of a bumper jumper style. And actually, one of the things we really improved and really wanted to work on with things like was improving the bumper.
Yeah, one of the questions I'm looking at the chat here on Mixer is what's new about the internal bumpers?
Complete redesign from the inside out.
Okay.
It's actually a completely different travel pattern and a completely different material. So some of the ways that we had worked with traditional controllers where it was on a hinge, now it's more on a singular mechanism. So it's actually more robust, but also more reliable.
Yeah, in fact, in some of the videos we've seen, you can see it's tough to track, but you actually have this cool explosion of all the different parts, and if you kind of pay attention, you can kind of see it in there, right? Right. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it was a big redesign. Again, with Series 2, you know, it's not just a tagline. It really was redesigned from the inside out.
Right.
Series 1, you know, we were trying to get this great idea going, and we tried to put some great features on it. Whereas this one, since we got all that feedback, we actually could design from the start this time instead of from the outside in.
Now, it may look similar because I mean, everybody knows the Xbox One controller. But Elliot, tell us about some of the design elements in here and what you did to keep that language so that when people saw this, they knew it was an Xbox One controller.
Yeah, well, you know, we've done a significant amount of ergonomic and human factors testing on the actual form factor. So there were a lot of things that we had to keep in place, things that were essentially sacred to a handheld gamepad.
Sure.
But where we did improve some things were, for instance, you know, the grip was highly popular on the lobes on the bottom side.
Yep.
We actually brought them over to the top.
Okay.
On the top case here. You know, that was one of the feedbacks when you accommodate for different grip styles in play. So essentially being able to put that across everywhere that your hand can come in contact. And even more so was that we added it on the actual triggers itself.
Yeah. I don't know if people can tell, but if you get a chance to go to the Xbox booth, you can play with these yourselves. And the triggers are now textured.
Yes. And it was that was also another sacred area where people have always said, do not mess with the trigger. Do not touch the trigger. We want it to feel exactly the way it is. It's a critical mechanism for gaming. However, we went through and we tried these different textures, tried high textures, low textures, and we found that after a significant amount of gameplay, they do sweat. And there are some players that have sweat more than others. And we found that this texture actually helped during extended gameplay in being able to let people have surface area to be able to grip and keep that sort of texture and tactility there.
And then you also, while we're talking about, we can see on screen here, you also, you increased the options with the travel time on the back here.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
So on the Elite 1, we had 2 positions, which gave you a full traditional throw on the controller and then a half throw. And again, the feedback from the players and the users were that we'd actually prefer a true hair trigger.
Sure.
So this is now actually on that third position gives you a 1.8 millimeter throw. So it's
very tight,
rapid fire.
Very tight.
Yeah, and one of the other big things that went with that one of a field feedback type issue was for people that weren't as familiar with the app. To go with that also is when you would be playing and you put it in the hair trigger mode and you were playing Halo or something, but then you'd switch to Forza, well, your car never went over 50 miles an hour because it didn't actually register it correctly.
I remember I reached out to you because I had this exact problem with a coworker of mine, and he couldn't figure out why every time he got into the Dasha in PUBG, he's like, it's going so slow. I'm like, no, it's slow anyway. And then I'm like, what are you doing? He thought the game was bugged. It turns out he forgot to set
So
this.
without using the app, the problem was we did get the fan. So yeah, if you want to call it the Larry feature, we can go with that from now on. But what we did was we actually now have a sensor in there.
Right.
So every time you change the position, it will automatically change to a full throw. You'll still be able to use the app to change it if you want to have a dead zone at the beginning or the end, but it will actually default for day one. Every time you go to the 3 settings, it'll always be full throw.
Now, one of the other areas, so it triggers, the other part is the sticks. Now, the sticks are, a lot of work went into the sticks here. Tell us about that and what folks can do with it now. It's really exciting.
So it's actually my favorite feature of the new one, and it's actually the one I really wanted to put in Series 1, but like everything we do with Elite, we want to do it really well. We just don't want to put it in. And so at the time, it needed a lot more design work than we thought, but luckily we've had time to work on this one. But it's actually a great thing, and so if anyone hasn't had before, a lot of feedback we had from the 360 era to the Xbox One era was tension when it came to the thumbstick. So one of the problems was we could show why, mathematically, why you would want to have less tension. There was an advantage to it. However, the things we have learned on Elite, especially with Elite and our Elite users, is the littlest things make the biggest differences. So by changing the tension, we actually introduced some problems. Now, that was at Xbox One X. With Elite, we kept the same tension because, we didn't want to change it. But with this one, we've purposely gone back and said, well, you know what? Just like everything else on the device, you now have the opportunity to set it the way that feels the most natural to you. And in this case, the tension actually has 3 settings. So as you can see on the screen, you have a little tool that'll go in there, and you can adjust it like a screw.
Do you have the tool in there?
I do.
Yeah. And what, by the way, question in the chat, and I've been meaning to ask you this. What does the GF stand for?
Grand Force.
Oh, Grand Force.
Grand Force. Okay, there we go. Now we know. Okay.
Yeah, and the idea here was, once again, we're trying to get precision. And so the idea is at the tightest setting, it is the exact same tension. That's why those numbers are in there in the Grand Force, because that's what the 360 was.
Right.
And then the highest setting, the loosest setting, would be what the current Xbox One is. And then we gave a step in between. And it's a simple turn of it, and it's 3 steps.
Right.
And we did that for a very important reason.
This is actually really interesting, because when I saw this, I said, David, come on, why don't you just like turn it all the way, kind of like make it infinite? Turns out that is the worst idea ever. Tell me why.
We purposely did do it with 3 settings instead of making it like you're saying. So imagine a screw where you can instantly kind of turn it wherever you want to be, or little at a time. Yeah. But the problem is that can move over time, or if you want your left and right to be exactly the same.
There's no way to line it up.
There's no way to line it up.
Yeah.
So what the feedback we got from the field, so once again, even though we always get the feedback to say what features should be in, we then build these and then go back in the field and say, what do you think?
Right.
And one of them was, they were like, well, my left and right are always different. So we purposely said, okay, what we want is people to have consistency and reliability again,
Right.
and so therefore we want these 3 settings where each of the 2 on every controller will always be the same of the 3 settings.
So that way you still have that flexibility.
Yes.
But you don't, it's always, because there's no way to capture, if it was infinite, you would just never know.
Right.
You just never know.
And there was a fear that if you turn, it was also, we had a little bit of placebo effect where people would be playing and mentally they think the screw is turning.
Right.
It never was, but once again, for anyone that's here that's ever played with lag problems, things like that, there is a lot of placebo effect in the world.
Sure.
And so if you think it's slipping, you fear it's slipping. But this gave people the confidence that they would always have the same accuracy.
And let's be clear, it ships with a little screwdriver
Mhm.
there, and it also still has, and you have the whole kit here if you want to hold it up. It still comes. It shows the different sticks that it comes with because it's a little bit different.
Yeah. So, Elliot, you want to talk about this? I mean, these are your.
You've got the full kit.
So we have, we still have the tall thumbstick that was in the Elite 1, and we have the wide dome, which we did shorten a little bit, as well as we added additional texture on here. Just we found that people were slipping on the smooth dome surface. And originally we shipped with 2 tall and 2 domes.
Right.
We found out that people actually weren't ever using both at the same time.
Interesting.
And then, sort of a little nuance to this whole thing is that since you can adjust your tension back to the 360, we actually brought in the same geometry as the classic 360 thumbstick.
Because we still had those designs. We know
Yeah.
exactly what they are.
Yep. And so when you put this on and you put it to the highest tension, you actually get back to that 360 feel. And it's been amazing. Like at the booth, we're telling people, we're like, look, just go to the highest tension, put this is a classic thumbstick like 360s, and they go back and they're just like, oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, this is amazing.
It's like putting on a real comfortable pair of shoes or a pair of pants
it
or
is.
something,
It's
right?
just something they're familiar with.
I took it over the Infinite station yesterday
Yeah.
and let some of the ex-pro guys like Dursk and stuff play
Yeah.
it. And first thing he puts in a hand, he's like, I'm home. I'm back.
Yeah, that's what they get it. They get it. Now, there's a lot of other design elements you worked on in here. One of the biggest, of course, 2 of the biggest. 1, internal battery, and 2nd, USB-C. Tell us about those decisions.
Yeah, so we internalized the battery, so this is the first time on Xbox One controller that we've done that. It tends to be a controversial topic,
I want to ask the question here in the audience. How many people like rechargeable batteries? Okay, there we go.
There you
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, but
Thank you. So you're welcome.
but
Thank you.
it's a premium product, and to better have integration across the entire experience, and as well as the industrial design and the product itself, internalizing the battery allowed us to do that. So, with the Elite Series 2, you get a charging dock. This does need to plug into the wall.
There's not a battery in there. That's
There's
just
no
a dock.
battery in here. So essentially, there's a USB-C here. Plug it in the back. This goes to wall wart or your console. And one unique feature, again, this is from being in the field and understanding that the Elite 1 users were saying, oh, we're like, where do you put your controller when you're done? And everybody was saying, well, we put it right back in the case. Like, that's where it belongs. I don't want my friends touching it. I don't want my kids touching it. I don't want anybody touching it. And so when we found that scenario, we were thinking, well, we need to have people be able to charge inside and outside the case.
Yeah, how can you enable them to continue to do what they do and take their most precious
Exactly.
controller and return it home?
Yeah, and so the charger actually, there's a spot for it here.
There's a little magnet on the bottom
Yep,
there,
it's
too.
magnetic.
Yeah.
So
And then you have a little port back here with the plug, and then you can put the USB-C through
sliding
there.
straight through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really neat story. For another thing we worked on based on that same kind of research was, as silly as it sounds, whether it's in the case or out of the case, you want it to fit quickly.
Sure.
So because again, it is contact points. It does have a magnet on this side to help it find its place quickly, that you can actually drop it in really quickly.
Yep.
So it actually does hold in place.
Yep.
But at the same time, you don't want every single time I take out of this thing that it comes out with you.
Right.
So I put a stronger magnet in
On
the
the
bottom.
bottom.
So it's actually every time you
There's a
put it in
lot of
here
magnets.
and pull it out there, it won't come out.
Right.
And so it's the
That's engineering, folks.
It's the little things, Larry. It's the
Right.
little things.
But it's also, and then again, you talked about the you can still plug it in, of course,
still
directly
plug
into
it
your
in. Yep.
console or directly into the controller, and then of course that recharges the battery. Now the battery was, as you said earlier, is a controversial design decision. But tell us about, this is a different type of battery than we have on like a phone or something, right?
It's lithium ion, so which is like your phone battery, but obviously just like any other technology, it's evolving.
Sure.
And also the way we use the battery is slightly different than a phone, so degradation and those kinds of things aren't as difficult of a problem as that we would have on a cell phone. But it is the same basic technology.
Sure.
But it is, what we're saying now is it's a long life battery for 40 plus hours, which our intent of what we always said was this thing should play just like the AA's. We shouldn't take it away just because we give you an internal battery.
Right.
So just like our AA guarantee of 40 hours, we said this is too.
And it's a little more, right? I can't say anything more than that. But I will say this, is I remember when I first got mine, I got it home, and I think I got it from you when we were doing the internal testing, and I didn't get a cable or something, and I brought it home, and I was playing 2.5 weeks before I completely I'm like, oh, I got to recharge it. And obviously I recharged it quickly, and I was off for another 2 or 3 weeks. It was spectacular. I played all of Red Dead with that controller. I probably shouldn't say that, but just saying, because that's how I mean, I absolutely adored it. But the other part of this is the profiles. Tell us, because we've done some interesting work in the profile space.
Yeah, in the past we gave 2 profiles with a left and a right switch, and the idea there was, again, you can switch from like a sniper strategy to a run and gun strategy, a vehicle to a non-vehicle, something like that.
Instantly while you're playing.
Instantly while you're playing with 0 lag. In fact, actually, the lag is so low, it's lower than you pushing the button.
Yeah.
We did get instant feedback of adding another, so that was a relatively easy decision to just add a 3rd in there. But one of the things we did, which a lot of people don't know, and these are one of those little things, is we added a default. By that, what I mean is, so there's 3 lights. So you're in mode 1, 2, or 3, depending on the lights that are on.
I don't know if you can see the lights
but
here.
But when they're all off, you're actually in default mode. And what that means is, any way you've programmed it, I actually get emails and tweets that, hey, I made everything a B button. How the heck do I get back to an A button?
And I did that accidentally once.
And you're like, okay. So you can always go to default. But one of the things we want to do is people couldn't agree on, well, how do I get to default? Do I hold it? Do I scroll to it?
Right.
Well, we're like, hey, I don't care. We'll give you both. And so you can actually scroll 1, 2, 3, 4, or if you hold it, people are like, oh, but then if I hold it, I want to get right back out. The problem is, oh, well, it actually will go back to the profile you were on, not to order. So lots of little things of ways to get there. Yeah,
and it's also interesting because the other question I had was, so what if I need to like shut it off? Because that's right. You know, I remember when I needed to pop the batteries out or for whatever reason, and so, but we'll shut it off. You just have to hold this down for, what is it, 10 seconds?
12 seconds.
12 seconds. If you hold that down, it'll just like, you know, pull the batteries
And we purposely made it pretty long for 2 reasons. One is you don't want to do it incidentally now that we do have features that are based on the button. So you don't want to double tap or triple tap or something like that, because people could be doing screen shares and things like that. So the last thing you'd want is to turn it off. The other one is it does need a couple seconds to do what we would actually, it's literally a power switch. It actually is cutting off all power when you do it. And there's like a live battery that kind of re-kicks it back in. So it is a little different than a traditional like
engineering
cell phone.
folks. Now, there's a lot of other things you have done to really enhance the controller. And we only have about 4 minutes left. I don't know if you have time to tick through some of your favorites.
I mean, Bluetooth is certainly
Bluetooth
probably another one of the top requests we get all the time is, can we have Bluetooth? And so we finally added that one.
Which is great for PC gaming. I've got it working right here. I hit it and the game bar comes up.
Now it'll work instantaneously on any laptop with Bluetooth, which is great for us.
And later this year, well, when you get it later this year, it'll just work with all your Bluetooth devices.
All your Bluetooth devices, correct. So to me, that was a huge win for a lot of the groups and a lot of things we're doing with xCloud and that kind of stuff that we're really excited for the future on that one.
Right. So that's actually a big one. Now, we've got a lot of questions in the chat. If you have any questions, we're gonna please raise your hand. We have some microphones. We're gonna bring it around if you have any questions here. I had a couple questions from the chat. One of them is simply, when's it available? How do I order it?
November 4th.
November 4th, it'll be available, and they can order it at the Microsoft Store online.
Correct. You can
now, but if you're here, for those of you here at E3, we've got a special. If you can go to the Microsoft Theater, and you guys have a whole section set up in there. You can get your hands on it, try it out. We've got some demo games you can play and whatnot. But if you pre-order there, you get one of these little guys. Do you have it with you? Yeah. You get a incredibly limited edition, this really cool green D-pad.
Very well.
What does it say on it?
You want to? You made it.
E3, 2019.
Matches your shirt.
It's on fire.
Yeah. So there you go. So that's kind of cool. So it's completely re-engineered. Now, what you don't see here, of course, is we include the cable.
Correct.
You didn't bring a cable out because, with all due respect to the cable's a cable. But it'll also work with any of your other USB-C cables.
It will work with any USB-C cable.
So, do we have any questions out here? Yeah, we have one down here in front. We've only got a couple more minutes.
Hello. So I'm a huge Xbox Elite controller fanatic. I think I have all of them that you guys have ever made. I don't put batteries in mine because I'm one of those guys who don't like the rechargeable wings, and I play it hooked up to my PC and to my Xbox One X. Is there going to be any problems with the battery degradation of having it constantly plugged in for 10, 12 hours, 6 days a week for 5, 6 years?
It's a really good question. And then one of the things we found when we said, should we do this or not, was a lot of people are afraid of their cell phones. Like, hey, my battery now is only 50% and it dies after time. We've engineered this so we guarantee it'll be the equivalent to AA's for the standard lifetime of the product.
Awesome. And then one wish list, if I could, design lab sometime for Elite controllers.
We hear that all the time.
I know.
We hear that all the time, but we have nothing to share today. Why, you need more controllers? You need even more? we had a question somewhere. We'll go here. Hi there, and then we'll get to you in the back there.
Hello. So I wondered with the Elite Controller 1, the resistancy on the paddles was very, very sensitive. Did you add some resistance to it with this one? Because I remember with the Elite 1, I had to put a furniture stopper on the back just so I could, it would reach the back of the controller.
Yep. We actually shortened the paddles on Series 2 and also increased the force to fire on there. So if you get a chance to go to the booth and try it out, they're much snappier, and people feel like there's a much better sort of tactility to them and no accidental actuation.
I filed that bug too because I would always put it down on my sofa, and all of a sudden I'm like, what's going on?
I think it was on Series 1 where I got the hate mail tweet of, I just deleted Gallahorn was when I said, all right, we're going to have to make a change on that one.
All right, we've got one more question. There's a gentleman back here that I'd like to ask, and then unfortunately we're going to have to wrap it up. Hi there.
Hi. Durability of the grips. I know on Series 1 I had a couple of them, and the grips all fell off at one point. Have you made improvements on those staying put?
Yeah, we have. If you notice on the Elite 2, one of the things is on all Xbox One controllers, there's actually a separate part line here. So we've actually removed that and carried the grip all the way across the entire part. So there are just less parts for failure, as well as, we went through, we heard the feedback on Elite 1. We went back, we retested all the different possible rubber compounds and compositions across the board to get you better durability on the grips.
Re-engineered to a new material.
There you go. All right, we got to wrap it up. I'm getting the big things are blinking at me, so we're going to have to wrap it up here. Elliot, David, thank you guys. I want to thank everybody here. If you have a chance, stop by the Xbox booth, get your hands on the controller itself, and you can pre-order now at xbox.com. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.